Why a lot of women distance themselves with a man who is struggling financially. This is one question a lot of men have been asking. Why are almost all the women gold diggers? The moment a man is broke, they run. The moment a man cannot give them money, they run. What happened to all the virtuous women who stand by their men in times of financial trouble? I would answer that question. I know a lot of men try. I know a lot of men are struggling to make ends meet. But I'm going to share with you why a lot of women run from men who are still struggling financially. Number one, fear. Fear. No woman wants to suffer. And not every woman is depth enough to look at your future or to see your potentials. Not every woman is depth enough to see your tomorrow. Some women are so focused on now, and a lot of ladies are the now ladies. Nothing concern them concern your future or the potential or the things that God wants to give to you. They are more about the things that they have to benefit now. Fear. Why? Because a lot of women in this part of the world already have a mindset that a man is supposed to give them everything. Society have made a lot of women so dependent on men. So most of them are not doing anything. So when a man cannot provide, they move over to the next man because their mindset and society have programmed them to believing that it's a man's job to give them everything. A lot of them are genuinely afraid. Trust me. Not because they don't love you, but there is no future assurance or reassurance. And remember I said, a lot of them are not depth. They are shallow. They are more about the now. Number two, lack of assurance. When a man doesn't have money, a lot of things are not assured. Yes. So sometimes she's scared. Is she making a mistake? What if this guy don't even make money? What if he never gets rich? What if he never gets his breakthrough? So some of them are so scared of that assurance. What will my life be? And you know, when a woman is dating you, she already have some sort of expectation. She wants to brag with you. She wants to tell her parents about you. She wants you to be able to provide some certain needs. And when you begin to have that financial instability, she gets scared and say, are you sure that this man will be able to meet up my expectation? So that's why oftentimes they leave you when you're broke. Number three, a lot of men begin to change when they are no longer financially stable, especially if they used to have money before. They change and become aggressive. Very aggressive. Oftentimes, a lot of women leave you when you're not financially stable because your character change. Because even you don't like yourself. You become aggressive. You become too unnecessarily insecure. Yes, a lot of men need to watch themselves in the mirror when they don't have money. Trust me, they don't even like themselves. So many men do not even know how to manage that situation. And it scares a lot of women. Trust me. I'm even talking out of experience. When a man loses his job, when a man loses a contract, when a man loses money, some men don't know how to manage it. They will come and put it on their girlfriend, on their wife. And sometimes a lot of women do not have the mental capacity or the strength to tolerate that. What do? They leave. Number four, I'm so sorry if you're that man out there who is struggling financially. I'm not saying this to make you feel bad or to make you feel less of yourself. No, I'm saying this for you to have an understanding and for you to take every necessary measure to work on yourself. So that even if you're not financially buoyant, you can make it very easy for a woman to stay with you. A lot of men who are not financially buoyant have a bad attitude. Oh God, trust me, they have a bad attitude. Very arrogant. Every time you're crushing their ego, you can't even talk Because anytime you talk, it's about them. Hey, is it got that money? Is it got it? I lost my job. So it's actually difficult for a lot of women to stick around. They start to nag. So if you're a man out there and you're listening to me, it will enable you to take some necessary measures. You'll be able to, go back to the drawing board and be able to say, okay, let me add one or two together. Gosh, I remember when I dated this broke guy. He never stopped singing about his past glory. When I used to be rich, if you had met me when I was rich, I'm like, why didn't I meet you when you were rich? Why do I have to be the one that always have to endure the baggage and suffer? It was terrible. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I told myself that I would never have anything to do with a broke guy again. Because dating them is work on itself. Oh God. Even if you're trying to manage, they make it worse. Oh Lord. Number four. A lot of women don't know what they want. That's the honest truth. So they don't even know whether they love you. They don't even know whether it's money. So when you're no longer financially when you're no longer financially buoyant, because they are confused, they can always go for anything. Anything that is blinking, anything that has, shine, they can always go for it. Many women don't know what they want. They don't even know why they're dating you. Yes, they don't know why they're dating. You don't even know why they're there at the first place. Yes. So that's why a lot of them, the moment you have, small financial problem, they just, drift away from you. Number five, I don't want a lot of men to feel bad. Really, please don't feel bad. Let's learn. Five, what will people say? Shame. A lot of women are ashamed because oftentimes a woman needs a man that she can brag with. So my boyfriend bought me that, my boyfriend did that for me. And when you can no longer fit into that circle, they become ashamed. You don't know what to tell their friends, and all that stuff. So it makes them, want to go for the highest bidder. Now, I have one advice for a lot of men. It is easier to manage relationship and marriage when you're financially stable. Work hard. I know it's not easy out there. I know a lot of you are trying so hard to make ends meet in this country that is so hard. But just keep trying. It's also difficult for a woman when there's no money. Trust me. And that's the reason why I always advise a lot of men to empower their women so that when you don't have, she can always have something to fall back to. When your wife is not doing anything, when your wife is not working, it's difficult for her to cope. It's really hard. So if you're financially stable, you can empower your wife, you can empower your girlfriend, so that when things go bad or when things are not so stable, she could also have something to sustain herself before you get back on your feet. So that's what I'm going to encourage a lot of men to make it easy on themselves, so that when life happens, you don't start to feel less of yourself just because you can no longer sustain your home. So I think these are the reasons why a lot of women kind of run away when you're no longer financially buoyant. I hope you learn from this. I hope you use it to better your relationship and also become a better person. Don't forget, we have an office right here in Lagos State, Lekki. You can also call the number 070-195-11795 for enquiry. We'll be happy to have you. We women have a biological clock. We are not desperate or too forward. Our time is ticking very fast. So don't blame us if we want you now. Don't blame us if we want marriage. Don't blame us if we want commitment. It's the clock that is ticking. Men have financial clock. So that's the reason why a lot of them are not ready for marriage. If they don't break through, they don't see a reason to get married. Life, like they always say, balance. But I'm also going to tell you, let's take it one step at a time. We will definitely find the one. I love you guys.